There's a weight you've been carrying, a weight you didn't ask for, yet it shapes your choices, your thoughts, and even your reality. You may not see it, but it's there. It's the past, lingering quietly, influencing your present and holding your future hostage. You've felt it before, that invisible resistance when you try to move forward. The voice that whispers, "You're not ready," or worse, "You're not worthy." Where does it come from? Why does it seem to control your path no matter how hard you try to break free? The truth is, much of what limits us today has roots in unhealed wounds, moments of pain, loss, or rejection that we've buried deep in the subconscious. But here's something most people don't realize. The energy of those experiences doesn't disappear. It stays locked within us, replaying in patterns we don't even recognize. Have you ever wondered why you sabotage opportunities that feel too good? Or why you keep attracting the same problems over and over, like life is on an endless loop? It's no coincidence. Past trauma acts like a silent program running beneath the surface, unseen but undeniably powerful. You might ask, what does this have to do with abundance? Everything. True abundance, whether it's success, love, health, or purpose, cannot thrive in soil poisoned by unresolved pain. The mind, the body, and even the energy you radiate become reflections of the wounds you carry. But here's the breakthrough. These limitations are not permanent. Trauma is not a life sentence. Can be released. It must be released, because on the other side lies a life more abundant than you've ever imagined. In this video, we'll uncover how the past shapes your present and keeps abundance at a distance. We'll explore the profound shift happening across the world right now, a movement towards self-healing, awareness, and transformation. It's time to turn inward, to understand the shadow you've been carrying, and to finally let it go. Because the life waiting for you, one of freedom, joy, and true abundance, begins with this step. Think of your mind as a garden. Over time, experiences plant seeds, some beautiful, filled with love and hope, and others tainted by pain, fear, and rejection. Without realizing it, many of us have allowed the weeds of past trauma to take root. They spread quietly, choking out the growth of joy, clarity, and abundance. And what happens when we ignore them? Those unacknowledged wounds begin to run our lives. They influence how we see ourselves, how we connect with others, and how we approach opportunities. If you've ever heard yourself say, "This is just the way life is," or "I'm not lucky like other people," that's the voice of a belief, one planted long ago, fueled by an experience your conscious mind may have forgotten, but your energy has not. It's important to understand this. Trauma doesn't only exist in dramatic events. It lives in moments of neglect, moments when you were made to feel small, unseen, or unheard. Could be a single sentence someone said to you as a child, something so simple, yet its weight still lingers in your subconscious today, shaping the way you view your worth. And that weight, the belief that you're not good enough, not deserving, or not ready, becomes the very thing that blocks abundance. It limits the risks you take, the goals you pursue, and the love you allow into your life. Why? Because the subconscious mind, where these wounds are stored, is far more powerful than the conscious one. It doesn't judge or analyze. It just believes. If it's been told you'll never succeed, it takes that as fact. If it's learned to associate money with stress or relationships with pain, it will fight to keep you in the safety of what's familiar, even if that means keeping you stuck. So, what happens when we carry these unhealed wounds into our adult lives? The energy of the past begins to manifest as scarcity, struggle, and limitation. You can set goals, visualize success, and even work tirelessly to achieve it, yet something always feels off. The abundance you're seeking never fully arrives because a part of you is still holding on to the pain of the past. But here's where things start to shift. Because even though this energy has held you back, it doesn't have to define you. The mind, like the body, has an incredible ability to heal. And when you bring awareness to these patterns, when you begin the process of understanding and releasing that trapped energy, you don't just let go of the past. You create space for a new future to unfold. Imagine what it would feel like to move through life unburdened. To no longer hear that voice telling you, you can't, or you're not enough. Imagine stepping into opportunities with confidence, knowing that you are worthy of everything you desire. Because you are. Abundance isn't reserved for a select few. It's not something you have to chase endlessly. It's a state of being, one that becomes accessible to you the moment you release the energy of the past and align yourself with what's possible. But here's the challenge. This process requires honesty. It requires courage. It asks you to look at the parts of yourself you've been avoiding, the memories you've buried, the pain you've pushed aside, and the beliefs you've accepted as truth. Because only by bringing these shadows into the light can you begin to dissolve them. And when you do, you unlock a power within you that most people never realize they have. A power that can transform not just your life, but your energy, your relationships, and your reality. The journey to abundance begins with one step: acknowledging the shadow of the past and deciding to release it. You don't have to carry this weight anymore. It's time to let go of what no longer serves you, so that you can embrace what's waiting on the other side. Are you ready to take that step? Everything in the universe operates on energy, seen and unseen. It flows through your thoughts, your body, and your environment, shaping your experiences in ways you may not realize. For centuries, spiritual traditions and modern metaphysical teachings have spoken of this energy as the invisible fabric connecting everything. When you understand its nature and your role in it, you begin to see how your life is not just a random series of events but a reflection of the energy you hold. So, what does this have to do with abundance? Everything. Abundance isn't just about wealth, it's about flow. It's the harmony between your mind, your energy, and your desires. When this harmony is disrupted, often by past trauma, abundance gets blocked. Here's the deeper truth. The energy of past pain doesn't just linger in your memories. It becomes part of your vibration, your energetic signature. If you hold unresolved feelings of fear, shame, or scarcity, you unknowingly project those energies out into the world. The universe, always responding to your vibration, reflects those energies right back to you. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how, when you're stressed or overwhelmed, everything seems to go wrong? Or how, in moments of peace and joy, life flows effortlessly? That's not a coincidence. It's energy in action. But for most people, this understanding remains hidden. We're told that success comes from action alone. Work harder, try more, push further. And while effort has its place, true transformation happens at a deeper level. It begins within. This is why releasing past trauma is so crucial. It's not just about letting go of the past. It's about shifting your energy, clearing the blocks that have been holding you back, and realigning yourself with the flow of abundance. In this video, we're going to explore the invisible forces that shape your life, often without you even knowing it. You'll learn why unhealed trauma keeps you stuck, how to identify the patterns it creates, and most importantly, how to free yourself from its grip. We'll discuss the shift happening across the world right now, a movement towards self-healing, self-awareness, and personal transformation. More and more people are waking up to the realization that the power to heal, to grow, and to manifest abundance lies within them. And you are part of this awakening. Whether you're aware of it yet or not, you're already connected to this shift. The fact that you're here listening means something within you knows it's time for change. This journey is not about fixing yourself because you are not broken. It's about remembering who you are beneath the layers of pain and limitation. It's about reclaiming the energy that has been tied up in past experiences and using it to create the life you truly desire. By the end of this video, you'll have a new understanding of what's holding you back and the tools to begin releasing it. This isn't just about personal healing. It's about opening yourself up to a new way of being. A life where abundance flows naturally, where you trust yourself fully, and where your energy aligns with your highest potential. So, let's explore this together. Let's uncover the forces that have been shaping your reality and reveal the path to something greater. A life of clarity, freedom, and abundance awaits you. The only question is, are you ready to step into it? Why do so many of us feel stuck? Why does it seem like no matter how hard we try, something holds us back? Like an invisible force working against us. You've probably felt it before. Maybe it's the frustration of not achieving your goals, even though you're putting in the effort, or the disappointment of seeing others thrive while you remain in the same place. Maybe it's the feeling that abundance, joy, and success are things other people get to experience, but not you. If you've ever thought, why do I keep attracting the same challenges? Or why does nothing seem to work for me? You're not alone. Many people live with this quiet struggle, but few ever understand where it really comes from. Mainstream solutions tell us to try harder, to think positive, or to fake it till we make it. And while those approaches may offer temporary motivation, they rarely create lasting change, because they overlook the deeper truth. The real challenge is not out there in the world, it's within. The patterns you see repeating in your life are not accidents. They are reflections of the beliefs, fears, and unresolved experiences you carry at an energetic level. Think of your subconscious mind like a storage room. Every experience you've ever had, good or bad, gets stored there, shaping the way you see the world and yourself. If you've been told that you're not good enough, or if you've felt abandoned, rejected, or unworthy at any point in your life, that energy doesn't just disappear. It sits there, hidden but powerful, influencing every decision you make. It creates stories in your mind like, I'll never succeed, I'm not deserving of love, or abundance isn't meant for me. And here's the challenge. Most of us don't even realize these beliefs are there. We assume that life just is this way, that we're destined for struggle, that success is for other people, and that no matter what we do, things will never really change. But this couldn't be further from the truth. The real problem isn't life itself. It's the energy you're carrying, the patterns you've unknowingly adopted, and the unhealed trauma holding you back. You see, trauma isn't just the result of major, life-altering events. It can be subtle moments of neglect, disappointment, or rejection that leave lasting imprints on your subconscious. Maybe it was a parent who didn't show you affection, a teacher who made you feel small, or a relationship that shattered your trust. These experiences plant seeds of self-doubt, fear, and scarcity. Seeds that grow into the very limitations you experience today. How does this show up in your life? It looks like procrastination when opportunity comes knocking. It feels like self-sabotage when you're on the edge of success. It sounds like an inner voice that whispers, you don't deserve this, and here's something most people don't realize. When you carry this energy, you unconsciously block abundance from flowing into your life. You might think you're doing everything right, setting goals, working hard, even visualizing success. But if your energy is still tied to the past, it will continue to create the same experiences over and over again. Because the truth is, abundance isn't just about what you do, it's about who you are on an energetic level. The universe responds to your vibration. If you're holding on to unhealed pain, fear, or scarcity, that's what you project outward, and that's what life reflects back to you. This is why so many people feel trapped. They're trying to create a new future while carrying the weight of the past. But energy doesn't lie. You cannot build a life of abundance, love, and success on a foundation of pain, limitation, and fear. So what's the solution? It begins with awareness. You must first recognize that these patterns exist. You have to be willing to look within and ask yourself, what stories have I been telling myself? What beliefs have I accepted as truth? What pain have I been holding on to? This process can feel uncomfortable, even scary. But here's what's important to remember. The pain you're avoiding is already shaping your life. Facing it is not what keeps you stuck. Avoiding it is. And the moment you bring awareness to these hidden patterns, something incredible happens. You begin to take back your power. You realize that the limitations you've been living with are not permanent. They are not who you are, because who you really are is someone capable of healing, of growing, and of creating a life filled with abundance. But this journey requires honesty. It requires you to acknowledge the invisible forces holding you back, to let go of the old stories, and to step into the truth of who you really are. This is not about blame. It's not about dwelling on the past or feeling like a victim of circumstance. It's about understanding that the energy of the past has shaped your present, and that you have the power to change it. So, ask yourself, what would your life look like if you were free from those limitations? What could you create if you released the pain and beliefs that no longer serve you? The answers to those questions are more powerful than you realize. Because when you clear the energy of the past, you don't just heal, you create space. Space for abundance to flow. Space for joy, love, and success to enter your life. And that's what we're going to explore in the rest of this video. How to identify the energy of past trauma, how to release it, and how to align yourself with the flow of abundance that has always been waiting for you. It's time to stop letting the past define you. The life you want is not out of reach. It's right here, waiting for you to claim it. But first, you must make a choice. To let go of what no longer serves you and to step into the limitless potential that has always been within you. Are you ready to start that journey? To understand how we can release past trauma and invite abundance, we must first explore the invisible forces at work within us and all around us. At the core of everything in existence is energy. It flows through your body, your thoughts, and your experiences, connecting you to the entire universe. In ancient teachings, this energy is often called life force, prana, or chi. Modern science echoes this understanding through quantum physics, which tells us that everything, at its most fundamental level, is vibration. The chair you're sitting on, the device you're holding, your emotions, your beliefs, it's all energy vibrating at different frequencies. Here's why this matters. The energy you hold within you creates your reality. Your thoughts, emotions, and past experiences all carry their own energetic signature. If you're holding on to unhealed trauma, that energy vibrates at a lower frequency, one of fear, lack, or limitation. This is the vibration you send out into the world, and the universe responds to it in kind. It's like a radio. If you're tuned to a station that plays static, you'll only hear noise. But if you adjust the frequency, suddenly you're met with music. Your energy works the same way. When you shift your vibration, when you release the lower energies of the past, you align with higher frequencies, like joy, love, and abundance. So, how does past trauma hold us back? It does so quietly and invisibly through your subconscious mind. Every unresolved pain, every limiting belief, every suppressed emotion gets stored deep within you. Over time, this becomes the blueprint for how you see the world. For example, let's say you grew up in an environment where love felt conditional, where affection was withheld unless you behaved a certain way. Even as an adult, you might find yourself in relationships where you're afraid to speak your truth, fearing rejection. Or, if you experience scarcity as a child, you might subconsciously believe that money is hard to come by, causing you to sabotage opportunities for wealth without even realizing it. These patterns are not conscious. They operate in the background, shaping your actions and decisions. But here's the empowering truth. Just as energy can become stuck, it can also be transformed. And you hold the power to transform it. 1. Awareness is the first step. The process begins with awareness. You must become conscious of the patterns that are keeping you stuck. Start by asking yourself, what stories am I telling myself about who I am and what I deserve? What emotions or memories still weigh on me? Where in my life do I feel stuck or limited? Journaling can be a powerful way to uncover these answers. Write freely and without judgment. Let the thoughts flow onto the page, and you may begin to see patterns you hadn't noticed before. 2. Processing and releasing the energy. Once you've identified the energy of the past, it's time to process and release it. One of the most effective tools for this is shadow work. Shadow work involves exploring the parts of yourself you've suppressed or avoided, the emotions, memories, or beliefs you've buried because they felt too painful or uncomfortable. For example, if you feel intense anger towards someone from your past, instead of pushing it away, allow yourself to feel it fully. Sit with it. Observe it. Ask yourself, what is this anger trying to teach me? What am I afraid to face? As you bring these hidden emotions into the light, they begin to lose their power. You realize that the pain you've been avoiding is not as overwhelming as it seemed. In fact, by facing it, you reclaim the energy that was tied up in it. 3. Mindfulness and meditation. Another powerful tool for shifting energy is mindfulness. Mindfulness allows you to become an observer of your thoughts and emotions, rather than a prisoner of them. When you sit in stillness and focus on your breath, you create space between you and the stories in your mind. You begin to see that you are not your thoughts, you are the one observing them. Try this simple practice. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and scan your body for any tension. Ask yourself, where am I holding pain? Where does it feel heavy? As you exhale, imagine releasing that tension, letting go of the energy you no longer need. Through consistent mindfulness, you begin to shift your vibration. The more you release, the more space you create for higher frequencies, like peace, clarity, and abundance. 4. The power of forgiveness and compassion. Releasing past trauma also requires forgiveness. But here's the key. Forgiveness is not about excusing what happened or saying it was okay. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of the past. When you hold on to resentment, anger, or blame, you carry that energy within you. It affects your health, your relationships, and your ability to receive abundance. Forgiveness is the act of saying, I release this. I choose to be free, and don't forget to extend that same compassion to yourself. Many of us are our own harshest critics, blaming ourselves for things we had no control over. But healing begins when you realize that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. 5. Aligning with higher frequencies. As you release the lower energies of trauma, you make space to align with the higher frequencies of abundance. This is where practices like visualization and affirmations come in. Visualization involves imagining yourself already living the life you desire. Close your eyes and see it vividly. What does abundance look like for you? How does it feel? When you focus on these positive emotions, you raise your vibration to match the energy of what you want. Affirmations work in a similar way. By repeating empowering statements like, I am deserving of abundance, or I release the past and open myself to new possibilities, you rewire your subconscious mind to believe in your worthiness. Final thought for this section. Everything you need to create an abundant life already exists within you. Your past does not define you, your energy does. By bringing awareness to the hidden patterns, processing the pain, and aligning with higher frequencies, you begin to shift your vibration. And as your energy shifts, your reality shifts. The process of releasing past trauma isn't about erasing your experiences. It's about transforming the energy of those experiences into something powerful, something that serves you. It's about reclaiming the life that has always been yours to live. The energy you hold today is what shapes your tomorrow. The question is, what will you choose to hold on to, and what will you let go of? Here is the profound realization, one that has the power to shift your life entirely. The invisible energy that shapes your reality is not outside of you. It is within you, and it has been all along. You see, for much of our lives, we are conditioned to look outward for solutions. When we feel unfulfilled, we blame circumstances, people, or the past. When abundance feels elusive, we assume the problem lies somewhere external. Something we don't have, something that hasn't arrived yet. But the truth is far simpler and far more empowering. Your reality is a reflection of your internal state. The energy you carry within, your beliefs, emotions, and mindset, is what creates the world around you. Change that energy, and your world begins to shift in extraordinary ways. This isn't just a spiritual idea, it's a universal principle. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed. The pain, the trauma, the limitations of the past, all of that energy can be alchemized into something greater. You have the power to transform what was once a burden into a source of strength, clarity, and abundance. Reflect on this for a moment. When you hold on to anger, sadness, or fear, it's like clutching onto a heavy stone. At first, you may not notice the weight, but over time, it begins to exhaust you. It drags you down, limits your movement, and clouds your vision. Letting go of that stone doesn't mean the experience disappears. It simply means you've chosen to stop carrying its weight. You've chosen freedom. That choice to release, to transform, to realign is the turning point. It is the moment you realize that you are not powerless. You are not stuck. The energy of the past does not have to define your future. Many great teachings, both ancient and modern, remind us of this truth. The principle of transmutation, the ability to transform energy, has existed for thousands of years. In esoteric traditions, it is often said, as within, so without. As above, so below. What this means is that your inner world, the energy you nurture within you, shapes the outer world you experience. Imagine a still pond. When you drop a pebble into the water, ripples move outward in perfect circles. Your energy works the same way. When you begin to shift your internal state, letting go of trauma, releasing limiting beliefs, and choosing higher frequencies, you send ripples of change into every area of your life. It begins within, but it doesn't stop there. The effects are far-reaching. Relationships begin to heal, opportunities appear, and abundance flows in ways you never imagined possible. Let's explore this further. Think of a time when you felt deep joy, maybe a moment of connection, love, or gratitude. Notice how light your body feels when you're in that state. Your energy is expansive. Your mind is clear. You feel open to life. This is the frequency of abundance, and it's available to you at any moment. Now compare that to a time when you were consumed by fear, guilt, or anger. Your body felt tense. Your thoughts were clouded. The world around you may have seemed smaller, more difficult, or more hostile. This is the energy of contraction, and it is what keeps abundance at bay. The difference between these two states, expansion and contraction, lies not in the world outside of you, but in the energy you choose to hold within. And here's the beautiful part. Once you become aware of this energy, you can transform it. You can take the pain of the past and use it as fuel for your growth. You can shift the frequency of your thoughts and emotions to align with joy, love, and abundance. It starts with a single decision. The decision to stop carrying what no longer serves you. The decision to reclaim your energy and direct it toward the life you desire. A profound teaching from Neville Goddard states, "Man's chief delusion is his conviction that there are causes other than his own state of consciousness." This means that your reality is not determined by luck, chance, or circumstances. It is determined by the state of consciousness you choose to embody. If you live in a state of lack, believing you are not enough, that there is never enough, you will continue to attract experiences that mirror those beliefs. But if you shift into a state of abundance, knowing that you are worthy, that life supports you, that there is always enough, you will see those beliefs reflected in your reality. This is not wishful thinking. It is a law of energy. What you focus on expands. The frequency you hold within you determines what you attract into your life. Here's how this applies to releasing past trauma. Every time you process and let go of an old wound, you free up energy. That energy can then be redirected toward your desires. Instead of fueling resentment, it fuels creativity. Instead of reinforcing fear, it reinforces faith. When you release what no longer serves you, you raise your vibration. And when you raise your vibration, you naturally align with the flow of abundance. Opportunities, ideas, and connections begin to show up, not because they didn't exist before, but because you are now open to receiving them. Think of your energy like a garden. If the soil is cluttered with weeds, old beliefs, unhealed pain, self-doubt, there's no space for new growth. But when you clear the weeds, nurture the soil, and plant new seeds, seeds of joy, gratitude, and possibility, you create the conditions for abundance to flourish. This is the turning point. Realizing that abundance is not something you chase. It is something you allow. It flows to you naturally when you align with its frequency. You are not broken. You are not a prisoner of your past. You are energy, pure, powerful energy, and you have the ability to transform your life. The key lies in awareness, in choice, and in trust. Awareness of the energy you hold, the choice to release what weighs you down, and the trust that as you let go, you create space for something greater. Remember, the universe responds to who you are being, not just what you are asking for. When you embody abundance, when you live as though you are already free, worthy, and supported, the universe mirrors that energy back to you. So ask yourself, what energy will I choose to carry forward? Will I hold on to the weight of the past, or will I release it and step into the infinite possibilities that await? The answer lies within you, and it always has. As we reach the end of this journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the truth we've uncovered. The truth about energy, consciousness, and your power to transform. The weight of the past, the trauma that lingers, the limiting beliefs that whisper in your mind. All of these are not permanent. They are not who you are. They are simply energies that you've carried. And the beautiful reality is this: you have the ability to release them, to transform them, to realign yourself with the infinite flow of abundance that has been waiting for you all along. It all begins within. If there's one truth I want you to take away from today, it's this: you are not a passive observer of life. You are a creator. Your energy, your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs are shaping your reality in every moment. The power you seek isn't something external. It's within you. Let's revisit the journey we've traveled together. We began by confronting the shadow of the past. We explored how unhealed trauma and limiting beliefs can cast a long shadow over our lives, keeping us stuck in cycles of lack, fear, and self-doubt. But we also learned that the past doesn't have to define the future. The energy of those experiences can be released, healed, and transformed. We then moved into a space of hope and possibility, the dawn of a new consciousness. Around the world, people are awakening to the truth of who they are. They're realizing that self-awareness, self-healing, and transformation are not only possible, they are necessary for a more abundant and fulfilling life. This collective awakening is a powerful force, and you are a part of it. We explored the tools of transformation, practices like mindfulness, journaling, shadow work, and forgiveness. These are not just techniques. They are keys. Keys to processing what you've held onto for too long and to freeing yourself from the patterns that no longer serve you. Each of these tools is a path back to yourself, a way to reconnect with the energy of peace, clarity, and abundance. And as we arrived at the turning point, we uncovered the truth about abundance itself. It's not limited to material wealth. Abundance is a state of being, one where love, health, purpose, and fulfillment flow effortlessly into your life. It is what happens when you let go of resistance and step into alignment with the energy of the universe. So where does this leave you now? It leaves you standing at the threshold of possibility. Imagine, for a moment, what your life could look like if you released the weight of the past. Imagine the lightness of no longer carrying old wounds, regrets, or beliefs that no longer serve you. Picture yourself stepping into a version of you that is empowered, open, and fully alive. One who trusts the flow of life and knows that abundance is your birthright. What would change? Would you find more meaningful relationships because you're no longer holding on to hurt? Would opportunities appear because you're no longer blocking them with fear or self-doubt? Would you wake up each day feeling a deeper sense of peace, knowing that life is not happening to you, but through you? These are not just dreams. They are possibilities waiting to unfold. The moment you decide to shift your energy, the world around you begins to shift in response. Remember, this isn't about ignoring the past or pretending it didn't happen. It's about honoring it, learning from it, and then choosing to let it go. It's about reclaiming the energy that's been tied up in old wounds and using it to build something new, something beautiful. And as you do this, you're not just transforming your own life. You're contributing to something far greater, a collective future of abundance. When individuals heal, the world heals. When you release your own pain, you create space for love, peace, and understanding to flow, not just into your life, but into the lives of those around you. Every act of self-healing ripples outward, touching friends, family, and even strangers in ways you may never see. This is how change happens. It begins within each of us. So the question now becomes, are you ready? Are you ready to let go of what no longer serves you? Are you ready to choose peace over pain, love over fear, and abundance over lack? Are you ready to step into the power you've always had, the power to create, to transform, and to thrive? Because the truth is, you're not waiting for abundance. Abundance is waiting for you. It's waiting for you to decide, to act, to step into alignment with the energy that is already yours. You have everything you need. The tools are in your hands. The power is within you. And the moment you begin to release the weight of the past, you will feel it. You will feel the shift. A shift in how you see yourself. A shift in how you see the world. And a shift in what you begin to attract into your life. You are not broken. You are whole. You are not powerless. You are infinite. All that's left is to decide, to trust, to take the first step toward a new reality. One where abundance flows to you effortlessly and endlessly. As we close this journey, remember this: you are the energy you choose to embody. Choose abundance. Choose healing. Choose transformation. Because the life you desire is not a distant dream. It's already within you, waiting to be revealed. You hold the power. You always have. Now that you've unlocked the key to transforming your energy and aligning with the abundance that's waiting for you, it's time to take action. The first step toward your new reality begins right now. And I encourage you to continue this journey with me. If this message has resonated with you, if you've felt the stirrings of change within, then this is the moment to step into the life you deserve. There is so much more to explore. more insights, more tools, more wisdom to help you along the way. If you're ready to learn how to harness your energy for personal transformation, how to tap into the deeper levels of consciousness, and how to manifest your most abundant reality, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Each video is designed to guide you further on your path to spiritual awakening, personal growth, and quantum self-improvement. This journey isn't about a destination. It's about becoming the highest version of yourself, step by step, day by day. So, subscribe now and join this community of like-minded individuals who are all committed to their own transformation. Share your experiences, engage in the discussions, and let's grow together. And if you feel moved, share this video with others who may need to hear these words. The more people who awaken to the power within themselves, the more we contribute to a collective shift toward a more abundant and harmonious world. Thank you for taking this step today. You've already begun to transform. Keep moving forward, and know that the universe is with you, supporting every step. Subscribe now, and let's continue this journey of personal transformation together. You are the energy you choose to embody, and your abundant future begins now.